Peace and blessings. Coming to you from the Function Man channel is me, Tony. I got my main man Neil with me. And I got a special guest with me today, Edward Ford, aka Man. He's my nephew. And I'm so removed from the streets that I had to go out and get an expert. Man is a community activist. He deals especially with the kids. And I wanted to ask him a couple questions about, man, what's going on in the streets, man, and first of all, man, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm native Washingtonian. I'm 46 years old. Grew up in Washington, D.C., uptown. I went to prison when I was 17. I did 18 years in prison, came home when I was 35. And I been working in my community since.
Not to be hot while I'm being hot. Why did you go to prison?
For my participation in a violent crime, which led to somebody getting shot twice in the head. And I was 16 years old in 1990, and I was charged as an adult. And I was sentenced to 15 to 80 years. And I did 18 years out of that 15 to 80 years.
Okay, all right. So I remember earlier when you was a little kid, you got a scholarship to go to Duke Ellington. And you got a scholarship, you know, that's big to get a scholarship to go to Duke Ellington. To paint. You was an artist.
Right.
And I remember you came to live with me for a brief stint.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, Tone, man, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do it my way. I got to get these streets.
Right.
These streets.
Hey, these streets.
I got to do this my way. I got to get all these streets, man.
Yeah.
And I remember you getting out there, man, and doing pretty good. But what first started you to want to hustle?
You.
Cut the camera.
I take that.
You and Mookie.
Yeah.
I used to look up to you and Mookie.
Yeah.
And when I remember when I was little, in the store, and you had the MCM bag. And the MCM, I remember when you used to unzip the MCM bag and used to give people money. I remember that when I was little.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I want an MCM bag.
For the money.
Don't forget the money.
Yeah.
Don't put the money in
Then I
there.
remember you had the Audi chain with the diamonds in it.
Yeah.
See, they don't know that.
Yeah.
I remember you had the big chain with the diamonds in it. This is back in like probably 85.
85, 86.
Yeah, and he had the big, like the New York joint. And Tony had the Audi, like big money. And so I wanted to be like that. And so I remember when I was little, Mookie gave me a backpack full of narcotics. And he said, you know how to get home from here if the police come in here? I said, yeah.
Oh, man.
And in my mind, I'm like, I'm a hustler. And so that kind of influenced me. I wanted to be.
Okay. So when you started hustling, did somebody come and tell you about the rules that came along with the game, the ups, the downs, the pitfalls that came along with this thing?
No, nobody never told me that because like I guess I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate. My family was like involved. So that you was raised up, you been that tail. You already knew that from when you little. Like when in my household, if my sister or I had done something in school and you came home and told, my mother would whoop her for doing what she did and then whoop me for telling.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised. Or would whoop me for what I did and whoop her for telling. So that was the kind of household we was raised up in. So now ain't nobody in the street tell me that.
Okay. Well, what made me want to do this show to try to talk to the young hustlers out here, I was watching the news and I seen the little kid, 11-year-old, get shot. And I was like, man, you know, so it's a kind of controversial for me because I don't condone hustling and killing, but I can't condemn it because first of all, like I used to try to hustle, but
You guys was trying.
yeah, well, the thing about it was I didn't really have to hustle. Like
Right.
I just wanted to be fly, wanted to be cool, and I was just out there, and I didn't have the same. Well, let me tell you this little kid, John, which you already know.
Right.
I remember seeing him when he was 12 years old, and he had to take care of his 2 siblings, and he started off washing cars. And I remember asking him, man, you know, you ain't watching cars. Like, he was always so serious. He's 12 years old. And he said, man, I got to take care of my 2 brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters. My mom ain't around. And I was like, God damn, that's a lot. So,
Right.
like, you know, you get, sometimes you choose the game, which I did. Sometimes the game choose you because he was watching cars, but that wasn't getting it. So, Snoop ended up hustling, like really hustling. But he kind of had to, like some people just gotta do this. So it's hard for me to say, man, you can't do that. Go to school, get a job when, like this nigga 12 take care of 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But one of the things that we gotta look at with our community, we committing genocide. When we the stuff we doing it to each other.
Of course.
We depleting our own ranks by killing each other, and then we killing each other over stupid stuff like Instagram beefs. A rap song, you diss them in a rap song. Or, in most cases, it's over a girl.
Man. So if you, what would you suggest that we do to change that?
We gotta, right now in 2020, we gotta show young people how to get some money, some legit, legal money. We live in this city with a budget of $15.5 billion. And some way, somehow, we should be able to come up with something, some type of program we can get something out of that $15.5 billion and put the youngers to work.
Okay.
So can I like to ask you this? Do you think, I understand that we committing genocide, but is that genocide propagated by, is it fueled by a power that's above our understanding and knowledge?
It's fueled by everything. Everything, when we wake up in the morning, when you put on the radio, all of the music that they pumping is kill black people. Kill that nigga, funk that nigga, shoot that nigga, I'll slide, spin the bin on this nigga.
Yeah.
That's all you listen to all day, every single day. Then you self-medicating.
Programming.
Yeah, you sipping lean, you smoking weed, you popping perks, you on Xannies, you on all of that with that type of music in your head. That's creating your vibrations and your frequencies, which you functioning off of, because that music is where they say art, life imitating art.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really in your subconscious mind. Plus, you got a real gun.
Mm-hmm.
Now the music, you say the lyric that's fake and you should be responsible. This gun ain't fake.
Yeah.
And so the conditions not fake. So when the conditions of the hood fit the song,
Yeah.
and you got the gun for real, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
You gonna be NBA young boy, right up 1901 D Street.
So I'm getting that. I'm trying to understand because like when long time ago when I was in the street, it was all about making money and violence was bad for business.
Right.
Man, it just seemed like it's just violence, and
Violence-
nobody making no money.
Violence is the business. Violence is the business because you got young people, low self-esteem, growing up from broken homes. They did a study in Africa, right, on some elephants. And they wanted to know why were these young elephants just running wild, was going crazy. And so they discovered that some poachers had came through and killed off the male elephants,
Wow.
the fathers.
Wow.
And that's why the young elephants were acting like that. So taking that and applying it to us, you look at our community that was decimated by the crack era, where all of us got locked up, killed, or on drugs, was removed. So then you got the mother raising the child. Now he grown with no guidance.
Mm-hmm.
His guidance is rap music. That's his guidance. He don't listen to the preacher. He don't listen to the teacher. He don't listen to his parents.
Mm. Yeah.
Man, that's deep right there, Champ.
Yeah.
You answered
So you saying so basically you're saying when you remove the male, then you remove the protection of the family.
Right. And if you look in War 8, like in War 8, one out of every 10 houses you see got a man in it. So that means if you see 10 houses, 9 of them are empty when you talk about a man. So who gonna raise those children?
Mm-hmm.
It's by design. And so our ignorance, we feeding into it and perpetuating it. So that's why I think that just by knowing that, that's why I said just letting you know about the genocidal part. When you know that, you can't. It's gonna be hard to still participate knowing that you helping destroy your race.
Mm.
I hope it be like that, because most of the young kids I run into, they just don't care about nothing. They just like, man, I don't care.
That's a mask. That's a mask for pain. That's a mask. If you get to them, when you can remove that mask, they'll break down and start crying. If you hug them, he probably never been hugged in his whole life. Nobody in his whole life in 20 years probably told him I love you and I don't want nothing from you. That's a mask.
Yeah.
Man, that's deep right there, Champ.
Them youngers, we went on a retreat. We took some youngers on a retreat. I gotta tell you the good and the bad. We went on a retreat out Chesapeake Bay, and we went to the Underground Railroad, and we had 2 neighborhoods that was in Ward 8 that was beefing with each other, and so we took the 2 neighborhoods to the retreat, and this is the bad part. These Negroes smoked the J at the Hurricane Underground Railroad. I said, y'all got to do most disrespectful. I like the nerve of you Negroes. Like, you ain't got
something.
Wow. One of the youngest said, but we might be the first blacks that ever done it.
Oh man, we free.
Oh my God.
Wow. Man.
So we went on a retreat, and that Friday we went swimming and had fun and let them do them. Then Saturday we had a group. We had like 2 groups, an hour apiece. And they were mad, man, I ain't trying to go to no group. We ain't trying to hear that preaching stuff. Farrakhan. So we did our groups, and that Sunday, the council member, Trayon White, came down there. So that blew them. Because they were like, damn, he brought his son and he brought his nephew. So when they saw that love, that genuine love, they knew it was a Sunday. They knew he was off. They knew he brought his son. Yeah. They knew he wasn't getting paid for it.
Yeah.
And we brought both groups together that Sunday. And he took his phone out, because we took a group picture. And he had a picture from his first retreat. And he was talking about how many people in that picture that are now locked up or dead. And he said, going through this, doing this so many times, my only thing in my mind is, who in this room gonna be next? Damn.
Wow.
And so that message and that love, them youngers in there like after the meeting. So one of the things I learned is that once you get them youngers out of their element, if you take them out of the hood and take them somewhere else for a couple of hours where they ain't got to and be so on alert and they can relax, they turn back to children.
Wow.
Ooh, look. Not you, gangster.
Oh man. Wow. Wow.
Okay,
so they never had a chance to experience this childhood,
right.
No stress.
Right. If you look at the trauma that we suffer and the survival skills that we have to adapt just by being in the hood, I had to question myself. Because now I'm like, because I work in the community, if I see 4 youngers in the car, when the window in the back down, I'm on point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just the culture, because that's how they go. They're going to shoot out the window.
Yeah.
So just experiencing that, living that every single day, that's traumatizing.
Yeah, it's definitely traumatizing,
man.
If you go in an environment where you young and you don't have to do that, they don't even know that exists.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't even know that there's a reality where you don't have to be on point and on edge, and ain't nobody gonna slide around the head, ain't nobody gonna spin the bend.
Yeah.
They never experienced that.
Yeah.
So when you get to talking to them about something like that, that's just like Charlie Brown teacher. That. So those are like the factors you got to understand to be able to peel back the layers of the trauma. And when you remove all the layers, you want to see a little hurt child.
Man, I remember when I was younger, and I probably about 5 or 6 years older than the kids in the community around the store. And I might be getting a couple of dollars and take them to Wild World or just, Chesapeake or something like that. And man, they was like, man, they thought we was in another country. Like, Tony, do I need a passport to get But just, because I'm going back over what you said, cause just letting them see stuff like that, then they was like starting to want more, I had to just get how to get more. I kind of messed that up a little bit because I was.
You showing MCM bags.
I messed it up, but I ain't know no better. Like I'm older, but I'm just a little bit older than everybody else. So I'm thinking, cause man, I had one kid. He had those wagons, and he would come to the store and fill the wagons up with. He would bring the milk jugs, fill them up, and take them back home and heat them. They ain't had no water. Go in the house, ain't no food. So I'm thinking I'm doing something good for trying to show them a way for real. I ain't know no better, man.
You asked me something about Duke Ellington. I want to go back to that.
Yeah.
Drawing was my gift. Like when I was little, I wanted to be a cartoonist. I wanted to make my own cartoon character.
Yeah.
That was like,
wow.
That's what I wanted to do when I was little. So when when I get locked up, that's when I express my gift. Juvenile joint. So I had an art therapist, and they was like, "Man, you could draw. You could really draw. We want to take your art and send it to Walt Disney and all that." And I'm like, I'm a thug. I'm
gonna draw this pistol.
I ain't doing that. I'm 6'4", Lord. And so when I got out, they hooked me up with I got this I don't know if I wasn't a parole officer because I was a juvenile. She was like a counselor, but she showed an interest in me because I was talented, right? And so they bought me all of the little pencils and everything. Go to Duke Ellington, and it was the peer pressure.
Man,
I was ashamed to know how to draw. Like that's damn.
Yeah.
That's what I know how to do.
Yeah.
So I was ashamed. I remember the day I dropped out of school. I had a neon yellow notebook.
So you did step foot into Duke Ellington?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I ducked them people about 3 or 4 times. They gave up. In the Bible, they gave up the ghost.
You said you had to.
I went to Remote. I was going to Remote, and I remember the day I dropped out, and it was like 7:30 in the morning. I was about to go to school, and I had some fresh Gucci's. I remember I was pressed to go to school.
Man, Gucci's on, they gonna be on me.
Yeah. And Lil Man was going in the house because they used to hustle shifts back then. You got the vampire shift. You coming in at 7 o'clock. You done killed them people all night. So I'm about to go to school. My man going in. So I got the notebook. He said, I know that you ain't about to go to school. I was like, what? He said, he got a notebook. I ain't got no notebook. That was the last day I went to school.
Oh, man. You said you threw that notebook.
If you knew what you knew now, would you would have went on to school or?
What I know now, no, because I think that God had a plan for my life and certain things I had to go through. Like you go I got shot, got stabbed, I've been through the trenches. So I got like a certain skill set and expertise. When I talk about this, I'm a real authority. Like I ain't just shooting from the hip. Like
you just didn't watch the wire.
Yeah, right. I think that's God's way of equipping me with that by taking me through all that stuff. Now it hurt. It was painful. I don't want you to miss it. Don't hear that part. Yeah.
So it gave you opportunity to be able to serve your people.
Yeah.
Man, that's heavy.
Like when I ain't scared of the youngins.
Yeah.
I can relate to the youngins. I got charged as an adult. My mother was murdered. My father had been in prison since I was 6. so we can match war stories.
Yeah.
My little sister want every drug out.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel, whatever stop doing, whatever she on. So I mean, we can match war stories on that. And woe is me, who had the hardest life? That's foolish. And you got to man up and just move forward.
Man.
That's champ. Yeah. So man, I think we're gonna wrap this up, champ. I think that was pretty much it, man. I got some good information because I'm sitting in the you know, I watched the news last night. We're up to 100 homicides.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're killing women too. They're killing women. 2 women got killed in 3 days this weekend in Langston Cobb. So I mean, these youngins out here wild, and these girls got trauma too because they haven't been raised properly, and they talking crazy to a man. Most of the young girls, fuck you, nigga, you bitch ass nigga. You didn't know he got that 40 in his waist. You didn't know he got that 40 in his waist. I know you can say what you want to say, but there are consequences for everything. And so we ain't teaching that in the household. Don't nobody teach the girl that, listen, I know you can say what you want to say, but these jokers here is suffering from trauma. They got issues and they press to shoot somebody. You just got to know that. And if you know that, why would you knowingly go step on his feet? It don't make sense.
But tell me this. So with the new generation, I remember I was talking to a youngin' when I was in the fire academy, and he said, yeah, old man. He said, man, we don't do that fighting, man. He said, I do this. So what's the thought process behind, like, they don't, like, you know, when we was coming up, you don't have to get into an altercation. You don't have to fight. Matter of fact, that was the main thing of kind of getting yourself.
You gotta look at the evolution of the drug game. See, when we was coming up, crack just hit. So before crack hit, you knuckle up. There wasn't no protecting your hood and protecting your territory and protecting that. So now the youngest growing up, all they know is the hood, the block, shooting the gun. So those are different dynamics that didn't exist when we was growing up. That exists now.
Man, I'm just thinking about your time frame. You would have been probably in school with Dave Chappelle.
Man.
I just sit here thinking about this shit. Y'all like the same age, man. You out there fuck with Lil Man. You could have been in school with Dave Chappelle.
Nah, because like now I'm smarter. Like I can read and write 7 languages. I probably would have been an Uncle Tom. If I'd have went to school, no struggle, no experience, just smart with money, but no commitment to the community. I don't want to be like that.
But now you add to your community. Right. That makes sense. That make a lot of sense. You know, one thing, I seen this interview with Willie D. He said something that caught me. He said, man, don't nobody go out the house and say, you know, you go into a club, I got that, I'm gonna do this and that. He said, but what happens is they don't understand the consequences. He said, nobody say, I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna get shot. So he said, tell my baby mama to put me in them Gucci shoes and he said, no, we don't think about the consequences of our action. And if we was to think through the thought process of the order of operation of what happens when you put yourself in certain positions, we'll have you think a little bit.
That's one of the things that I deal with my clients. Like, they don't think about when you engage in that type of behavior, you out there shooting people and doing whatever you do, right? That's the first phase of it. Phase 2, you up to jail. You ain't anticipate that part. Now, phase 2, your enemy, your opposition, he's way stronger than you up to jail. All his homies up there, and they got knives. You ain't anticipate that part. You ain't think about that when you killed his little cousin. You ain't think about that. You ain't think about that you gotta go to the feds and it's all DC dudes, and the dudes you killed, 5 have been in the feds 25 years waiting on you.
Whoa.
See, you don't think about stuff like that. Nobody is giving you that part of the game. And it's real. You killed your son. What are you gonna do to you when he see you? And everybody in the joint with him because you killed his son.
Wow.
You a newbie. Don't nobody know you.
Wow.
He an old timer, a vet. Everybody know him.
And respect him.
And you killed his son.
Man.
And he been working out, lifting, everything.
See, you ain't think about
and you been smoking lean coming in.
See that part ain't on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's on Functional Man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's mean right there. Yeah.
Man, we gonna close this thing up. I'm gonna have you back probably
Okay.
next month,
All
man.
right.
Go ahead, Neil.
Well, functional man, mind, body, and soul.
Always be grateful, and always give the Most High the blessings.
All praise to do.
Man,